What's going on, everybody? Mile High back at it with another video, and today I've got another TownHall 14 attack strategy for you guys. And this is going to be using the Super Giant and Witches. I am throwing some healers in with this as well. You don't have to bring the healers. I just like how it adds a little bit more survivability to the attack. And again, we're bringing 12 Earthquake spells, so a very basic attack. For me, I'm using the Troop Launcher with more Super Giants in there, but you could bring other troops as well as different siege machines. The Siege Barracks works good too. If you really wanted to, you could use the Log Launcher. I just don't see the point when you're already opening up that much of the base. For equipment, I'm running Earthquake Boots and the Rocket Spear, but not necessary. I'm using the Healer Puppet, Giant Arrow, also not necessary. King, I'm using the Rage Vial, Giant Gauntlet. And then on the Warden, I'm using the Eternal Tome and the Rage Gem. Honestly, with this attack, you can just use whatever equipment you have leveled up because it's not reliant on any certain equipments. So I'm going to go hop into a friendly challenge first to show you guys how this works, and then we'll get into some multiplayer attacks. Alright, so basically all we're going to do is use our quad quakes in 3 different sections just to open up the base. So you really could do anything. I'm just going to do something like this just to open as many compartments as I possibly can with the earthquake spells. Again, 4 will open the walls. So you want to drop 4 in one place, 4 in the next place, 4 in the other place, and that'll open up basically the entire base if you do it right. And then all I'm going to do, it doesn't get any simpler than this. I'm just going to drop all my giants down in the line first like that across that side of the base. Then I'm just going to drop all the witches behind. And I just want to wait until the healers are a little bit protected from those air defenses. Ideally, you wait for the air defenses to go down, and then you can drop your healers. Obviously, you want to wait a second to drop your heroes because you want the trash on the outside to get cleared first. Like, you want most of this stuff to go down first on each side. That way your heroes will actually path into the base like this. So that's as simple as it gets, like I said. And then you want to delay your troop launcher just a couple seconds because it'll start launching troops into the base. So I'm going to get rid of the drawing. We'll just press play here. So like I said, we're going to earthquake open that section there. We have no wall breakers, so you want to make sure you're opening the outside layer of walls. So we open up basically the entire base there. I think every compartment on the base is actually opened now from our earthquakes. So we spam in our super giants. We get all of our witches behind. We get our healers in. But like I said, it was a little bit early. We didn't wait for that other air defense to go down. I should have waited for that last air defense up there to go down. So we did lose a couple healers, which isn't ideal because if we would have waited a second, we would have kept them alive. But I like to use a pretty early warden ability on the entry. I was a little bit late there, so I missed a bunch of the super giants. But we do have witches spread out on the left side, the right side, and in the core, which is exactly what you want. You're basically just providing a ton of protection for your heroes, and then your heroes just will not go down in this attack, which is ideal. Somehow our queen manages to get targeted and go down by the royal champion with all this distraction here. But unfortunately, she wandered off on her own and didn't stay behind anything, but it's not even going to matter. This base is going to be absolutely crushed. But King's on the outside. I popped his ability to start cleaning up trash. But look how many witches we still have alive. We still have our royal champion still healthy. Our King's still healthy on the outside. All these witches just providing a bunch of distraction. We still have a pretty good group of super giants right there as well. Some normal giants in there too with our troop launcher troops. It does launch every other shot. It'll launch some giants with some archers and some wall breakers, and then it'll also launch your troops that you put in there. I just really like the troop launcher. As you see, it's completely overkilled, even though we lost our queen early in the core of the base. It's incredibly easy. It's really powerful. So I'm going to go hop into a multiplayer attack now. All right, on to the multiplayer attack. This is some good loot on this base too. Almost 1.7 million elixir. Like I said, you want to make sure you're opening up that outside set of walls because we aren't bringing wall breakers. But if you don't want to open the outside, make sure you're bringing some wall breakers. I just like using the earthquakes because it gives you a wider entry into the base. Just helps you make sure you're going to get your troops actually. And this time I actually just drop a couple super giants and witches first just to set the funnel. And then drop everything else in the middle. You can do it either way. You can do it that way or just drop everything in a line. And I'm using the giant arrow because that's what I have leveled up. But it does not synergize that well. If you have the magic mirror or even the action figure, I would definitely use that instead. Because there's just really no value to take out with the giant arrow in this, because obviously you're not using any air troops, so taking out air defenses and air sweepers just doesn't really do anything, and there's just nothing else of value to help a ground attack really. But as you see, we pop our King's Giant Gauntlet and Rage Vial in the core. He's doing work with his splash damage. We got a huge pack of super giants in there. Our witches are all spread around the base, spawning in skeletons, protecting all of our heroes. So yeah, this is going to be completely crushed, as you guys can already tell. We have a full health queen. We have tons of healers still alive. We have our warden still alive. We have a bunch of witches, a huge pack of super giants. We have more witches over here spawning a bunch of skeletons. The witches finally go down, but those skeletons are going to clean up all the trash. And just look at this. These healers keeping everything full health. We have so many troops left alive on this one. This one was absolutely overkilled, and this is basically what I've been doing to every base. I haven't even really practiced this. I just used it once in a friendly challenge and then took it straight into multiplayer, and these are the attacks you guys are seeing without even any practice. It's incredibly strong. So let's go hop into another multiplayer attack. Alright, on to the next attack. Good loot again on this one. 900k of each, almost 10,000 dark. We'll take that. So we're going to Earthquake open the outside wall. We'll Earthquake open that core. And now I'm just trying to see which compartments aren't open. And the Town Hall compartment wasn't open, so we drop our last ones down there. And now we have access to pretty much the whole base. We don't quite have this compartment here open, but it's not going to matter because we also have the yak on the king, and we also have wall breakers coming out of the troop launcher. So that's why I don't really worry about the very backside wall, because a lot of times your troop launcher can open that up, or your yak. Or if you're using Earthquake Boots on the king, that can open up the backside walls as well. So we use an early warden ability. We got a nice spread on the troops here. Just completely wiping out this base in a big line. We're taking out left from right, basically in sync. We got troops in the core, troops on the left, troops on the right. This base is getting absolutely decimated. I popped the rocket spear from the Royal Champion just to snipe out the eagle. Should snipe out that... No, not quite. It does run out of shots, but it is going to take out that scatter shot regardless. And I would just need to path into this Town Hall here. It's basically the only high damage defense left. Everything else is pretty basic. Not really worried about it. There is an Expo, but it's not going to do much. It is targeting our Royal Champion, but there's no way it's going to take it out in time. King and Queen, take out that Town Hall compartment, no problem. We have a massive pack of witches up here. Still have super giants alive. Again, all 4 heroes still standing. This base, again, is completely overkilled. Just trash at this point. It's a fast attack too. I'm 3-starring most of these in a minute 30 to 2 minutes with absolute ease. So I'm going to go hop into one more friendly challenge now just to end this off. Alright, so this is a much tougher base. We have a lot of splash damage in this base. 3 multi-infernos. We got the scatter shots in the core. We're going to come in all the way across from the Town Hall. And we're going to open up this big section here because these walls down here are actually open. So we have access to the whole base now. And unfortunately, the builder huts will do a good job healing that stuff back up. So you can delay those a little bit if you want to. Like just open up the outside layer first, drop all your troops in, and then drop your second sets of earthquakes. So it already has damaged buildings while your troops are getting there. Obviously, we did a bunch of damage to the buildings, but by the time our troops path in, those builder huts will have done a good job healing them back up. But really, it doesn't even matter. It's much easier to do it this way, just to make sure that's already open for all your troops so you don't get them to wander. We did have a lot of troops wander off to the right this time, but it's not even going to matter because all the trash on that left is down. So now stuff's going to start to converge better into the core. Our queen should stay in the core. We have tons of super giants and witches up here now pathing into the core. We have our Royal Champion there. I used the rocket spear to let these giants get out in front. And now everything is going to converge on this back side of the base, and it's not going to stand a chance. We're going to use the king ability. He should be able to do a good job taking out this Tesla farm down here. And there is a enemy king, enemy queen, and enemy warden here, and the Town Hall, but as you see, it's not even going to matter. Look how much distraction there is from the skeletons from your witches. It just does so good at keeping your heroes alive. Look at that. The only hero we lost again was the Royal Champion. Everything else is healthy again. We still have witches and super giants alive converging on the backside of this base. It's absolutely crushed. No problem whatsoever. We just got a couple buildings left. I might actually do one more. I might hop into a live attack just to end this off because I did do just replays. So yeah, I might do that actually. I might hop into a live attack quick and end off the video on that. Alright, so we did find a base here. We have a lot of walls protecting the Eagle artillery here. I'm just trying to decide. I do have 3 multi-infernos, so I'm probably going to want to come in from this side. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to earthquake those open. Earthquake this Town Hall compartment open. And then I'm also going to earthquake into this Eagle. And then I'm going to actually drop some super giants and witches up here and let them work for a second because there is a lot of trash right there. I'm going to do the same on the top. I want this bottom side trash to get cleaned up a little bit here, just so I can make sure I path my heroes into the core. And now we should be pretty good. I'm going to drop in the rest of my super giants. We'll get our healers in behind, get our king, queen, get our warden in. We'll get our Royal Champion, get our troop launcher. We're going to use an early... Oh, I accidentally hit the king ability. That was supposed to be the warden ability. Accidentally wasted the king ability, but honestly, I don't think it's going to matter. We're going to rage right here as we approach into the Town Hall. We got a massive pack of troops doing good here. Where's our Royal Champion at? Okay, the Royal Champion's there. I'm going to use the Rocket Spear so she doesn't wander out in front and die. I like to use the Rocket Spear so she can snipe out defenses. Lets all the Giants and Witches get out in front of her as well and keeps her alive through the backside of the attack. Troop Launcher throws its last set of troops right into our big core with our healers, which is really nice. Our healers will do a really good job of keeping all those Giants alive. Royal Champion getting tanked for pretty well by the Witches. This Archer Tower does lock on, but I think she's actually going to stay alive. She'll take out all those defenses, then those Witches can finish off all the trash over there. Super Giant still pushing through the core. They have so many healers there. They're not going to go down. Our Royal Champion getting healed back up now by another set of healers. It's really nice because you have the 5 healers from the army. 5 or 4, I can't remember how many exactly I brought, but you also have 3 from the Queen's healer puppet. So you have a lot of healers, and they can spread out and just keep all your army alive. And as you see again, 3 really healthy heroes. We still have Super Giants alive. We still have a bunch of Witches alive. Again, completely crushed. So it's a very easy strategy, very powerful. It's honestly probably my new favorite Town Hall 14 attack. I'm probably going to use this in war coming up. So let me know in the comments how this works out for you guys. Drop a like if you guys enjoyed this video. I'll catch you guys next time.